Welcome back, everyone, to the Unfortunate Diehards podcast. Hashtag number 66, Joshua Hosang.
Oh my god.
Welcome back to the
Shout
podcast.
out to Mario Lemieux.
Oh, yeah, him too, I guess.
Joshua
Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Evan, and I'm an Ottawa Senators fan.
I'm Omar and I'm the Leafs fan.
Sufyan, Caps fan.
And we have some games today. We have some top 10 lists that I'll let Sufi explain. And, it should be a fun episode. But first, Omar, how's life?
Word from our sponsor.
Oh,
Word from our sponsor, Omar. How's your
Omar.
life been?
life's been hot. Life's been good. We're getting some good weather. And we're excited for training camp to start not too far from now, actually. We're only, about 4 weeks away?
Longer than that.
5 weeks away?
It's around like 6.
We're 6 weeks away from training camp.
7.
Okay.
It's
All right.
September. Yeah, we're a little far away.
Oh, sorry. I kept thinking it's end of August and not
No.
not September. Yeah. Okay. So we're actually not that close to training camp, but still excited for it because the off season still feels short because the finals went on for so long.
We're closer to the Marner trade.
I mean, we're closer to something happening with Marner.
Nothing.
We're closer to him playing game one of the season as a Toronto Maple Leaf.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Ivan, how are you?
Good.
Nothing to add. All right.
Sufi, how are you?
I'm good. We do have some NHL news on my end at least. The Caps got $3.9 million in cap space because Evgeny Kuznetsov got mutually terminated. Congrats to him. He gets to go home. I think he's signing a 4-year contract in the KHL. You know what? I'm happy for him. He got
Oh, he's going to Russia.
he got his cup. He made a ton of money, and now he is
Just chilling.
just going back home. Ovechkin will follow in a couple of years, but things are good over in the Sufi Caps land. So yeah,
Sufi cap slide.
$3.9 million. We can trade for Marner now. So should we get going here? So Evan, you want to bring it in, or should I bring it in?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll bring it in. Essentially, over the next 6 weeks, we're going to do top 10 lists. Okay, so for the next 6 weeks, we're going to do a top 10 list for every position. And yeah, we're just going to, rattle off our opinions here, because we're going to have differences, and we're going to work through them like counseling. And it's going to be a good time. Because you know what? This is what hockey people do. We just talk about stuff that doesn't really matter, and when the season starts, our list will change, but it is what it is. This is how we feel going into the season. So we're going to start with goalies. Shout out to Jacob Oster. He is always number one in my heart.
Yes, and in mine.
In all of our hearts.
Evan didn't say it.
I hope to see him in the NHL one day. And
Yes.
I think we will. I have faith in him.
I see why we get Sufi to intro things the least out of all of us.
Yeah, I sometimes do it the most. I do it the most. Anyways, that was a good introduction. Don't at me. Anyways, we'll start now. We'll go, this week we'll start with Evan. We'll go to Omer. Then we'll go to me because I am the house goalie, barely. With
Sure.
whatever hips I have left. And
Hips don't lie.
No, they do lie.
They lie.
They lie.
He let in a lot of goals.
They lie. Yeah, no, the hips don't open up as much as they used to. Although I had a good ball hockey game the other day where I made I
Yes,
think
you
it was
did.
13 saves.
Yeah, you did have a good ball.
They gave me 13 saves in that game where I
Out of 900 shots they took.
yeah, 10 shots sailed over the net because they shot it for the red line. Anyways, so yeah, we'll start with honorable mentions. Omer apparently has 2.
Oh, we're doing honorable mentions first.
We're going 10 to 1. So honorable mentions 10 to 1.
Okay, sure.
Okay, Evan, honorable mention. Also, we'll discuss afterwards. We're going to go through our list first, and then we'll talk about, we'll ask each other why we have certain guys where, etc. Anyways, Evan, proceed.
Yeah, these are what we think people are going to do this upcoming season.
Yeah. So how they are as a player now.
Yeah. I have my honorable mention being the goalie I traded to Sufi, Jacob Markstrom.
Fair enough. Omer?
My honorable mention is also Jacob Markstrom, but I have a second because I think he deserves an honorable mention, and that's Freddie Anderson.
Thought about him.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
My honorable mention, the guy that I think is going to be on your guys' list, Sergei Bobrovsky.
Okay,
It's a hot
interesting.
take.
That's a hot take, yeah.
Yep. Evan, your number 10.
My number 10 is Linus Ullmark.
Your number 10 is Linus Homework. Okay. My number 10 is Tristan Jarry.
Interesting. My number 10 is Jacob Markstrom. Evan, your number 9.
My number 9 is Jeremy Swayman.
Okay.
My number 9 is Jake Ottinger.
Ottinger. My number 9 is Jake Ottinger.
Look, we're matching.
Nice.
Same page.
Evan, your number 8, Alex Ovechkin.
Andrei Vasilevsky.
Omer.
My number 8 is Linus Ullmark.
Omer. My number 8 is also Linus Ullmark.
Same page.
I think Bobrovsky might be the only one that's different. Evan.
Number 7 is Jake Ottinger.
My number 7 is Jeremy Swayman.
My number 7 is Andrei Vasilevsky.
My 6 is Thatcher Demko.
My 6 is Ilya Sorokin.
Damn. Do my boy like that. My number 6, I literally just looked at it and I have to look at it again. I remember
Really?
the whole
Who
thing.
so?
It is Jeremy Swayman. Number 5 for Evan.
Bob.
Mine is...
I feel like I do have recency bias due to a cup.
Yeah.
And if he wins like 45 games this year, even if he doesn't have outstanding stats, I'm like, yeah.
We'll save our reasoning for afterwards.
Mine is... sorry, let me just double check it.
But I
Man,
think we've reached our
mistake.
first. I know what our first topic of discussion.
Oh yeah,
is,
mine is
so,
UC Saros.
I think we've had our third match. It is UC Saros for me.
Same page. Number 4.
For Evan.
I now have Saros.
For number 4, for me, it's Thatcher Demko.
I have Ilya Sorokin at number 4.
I have Ilya Sorokin at number 3.
At my number 3 is Andrei Vasilevsky.
Damn.
No, it's not. I just looked at your list. You changed it.
Yeah, because I've changed it 4 times in my mind. I changed it right now in my mind as well.
I have Thatcher Demko at number 3. Demko.
I have Igor Shesterkin at number 2.
I have Connor Hellebuck at number 2.
I have Igor Shesterkin at number 2.
I have Connor Hellebuck at number 1.
I have Igor Shesterkin at number 1.
And I have Hellebuck at number 1.
Okay, so you guys both have Hellebuck
what I
at
thought.
1. Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing, fam?
Hey, look at you. Come sit over here. Sit on my lap. Come.
We've had a special guest here. What's your top 10 list?
Top 10 cat breeds.
Yeah, probably Vasilevsky. Big cat.
Yeah. All right, first topic of discussion. Sergei Bobrovsky, I omitted, but I gave him a mention. He's not on Omer's list at all.
He's not on my list, no.
Damn.
I considered.
I have him at 5. Honorable mention and off the list.
That's the most. Yeah.
I
Everyone else is
considered
pretty,
putting him on my list, and to be fair, I do think still he deserves being at my number 10 over Tristan Jarry. However,
Yeah, Jari is jarring.
yes, but I like Jarry because I think he's been a consistent goalie.
Consistently mediocre. Okay.
And I think
What
he's
are your stats to back up Jari?
I think he's put up a consistent numbers over 3, 4, 5 years, whatever you call it, like decently consistent numbers. He's over 900 each year, and he's taken over a Pittsburgh team that since he's been the starter has been a very mediocre team. And I think they've been to the playoffs a couple of times with him, and
The last 2 years they have not made.
they have not made the playoffs the last 2 years. Yeah, But I think considering what he has, I think this is a goalie at 29 or whatever he is, 29 years old. I think this is a goalie. If he was in a position of some of these other goalies that are on the list, he'd be putting up similar numbers to them.
You know what? Sure. I think he's.
I'm not saying he's
have him at like 15 or something.
I'm not saying he's a Shesterkin, Hellebuck, Vasilevsky guy, but I'm saying he could be in the category of, a Markstrom, an Allmark, even an Ottinger if he had a better team in front of him.
Okay. I mean, we all agree to disagree there. I think he's more of like a 13 to 17 kind of guy.
Okay.
Like he's more,
which is fair. Like Bobrovsky
Yeah.
probably deserves the 10th spot over the Jari. Yeah, considering he just won a cup.
Yeah, my reasoning for Bobrovsky, I think he was good in the cup run, but he was also at moments really bad in the cup run. I think the team had a lot to do with his success in that time, but he's been very consistent. That's why I had him at 11 basically. So
Yeah.
He has the most potential to just like go from where I have him on the list to where Evan has him on the list, and it wouldn't be that surprising. Skill wise, he's probably top 5.
Bobrovsky?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Another guy that's kind of. Oh wait, Evan, what's your Bobrovsky situation here? You're talking about it.
Yeah, I think like you could argue Demko, Ottinger, Swayman, Allmark may even have better like statistical years this upcoming year, but I think Florida could still win a cup, and if he's the starting goalie for a team that wins like 50 games each season and wins Stanley Cups, and he's like one of their easily best players in their runs, it's kind of like hard to not say like, well, like he's a big part of it. Like I have Swayman way lower in my opinion because I think he's on a team that benefits him more than like Hellebuck and Igor, for example, are like their best players, or you could argue their best players, and they're so good.
That's where we have a difference in opinion, because the Rangers last year were one of the best defensive teams in the league, where Boston was one of the worst defensive teams in the league.
I still think Igor is like their best player.
That's fair. I do agree with that. I think Shesterkin is the Rangers' best player. That's why I have him at 2. But
Me too.
But
oh my gosh,
Swayman.
same pinch or whatever.
Okay.
What I gotta say.
But for me, Swayman is the second best player on Boston for me, and like I have him above McAvoy, and also Boston's defensive numbers were brutal last year, and Swayman and Allmark carried, which is why they're both in the top 8 for me.
So I want to say why I don't have Hellebuck 1 and I put Shesterkin 1, because I'm the odd one out there. I had Hellebuck 1 and I switched him to number 2. And the reason I did that is because I did not like his playoffs.
It's fair. Shesterkin's a better playoff goalie than Hellebuck.
Yeah, so
There's like 4 goalies that are better playoff goalies than Hellebuck.
Yeah, I thought he completely shut the. I'm not saying Winnipeg as a team didn't let him down as well either, but I'm saying himself as a goalie. I think regardless of how Winnipeg played, he needed to be better than that.
I think that's where me and Evan do give him the benefit of the doubt, because the Winnipeg Jets decor for the last pretty much since Hellebuck's been a starting goalie has been pretty abysmal.
Yeah.
Their best defenseman.
I feel like you just used meaner words. I was gonna say mid.
It's just like Morrissey is a good defenseman, but he's like small, very offensive, sucks defensively. DeMello's their best defenseman. For me, he's not that great. Outside of that, they don't really have that many players that I consider good at defense in the NHL level. Good compared to me, sure.
Compared to you.
Yeah. But yeah. Hellebuck also. I think that's a good list on for all of us, because it shows that the top 2 isn't really as much of a discussion, but from 3 to 12 basically we can have endless conversations about where guys are, because Evan has Demko at 6, me and you have him 4 and 3. I think we have a bit of recency bias there because of last year.
Yeah.
Where 2 years ago Demko got hurt, so it's hard to gauge where he was
2
at
years
that
ago,
year.
every Vancouver fan was like,
trade him.
And that's the thing. He was hurt, or he was playing hurt, and then he just was unable to play for the whole year. So I think that was like very injury related because the year before he was as good as he was last year. The one guy that I could potentially seeing in the top two by the end of the year is Sorokin. It's just he's another guy that's hard to gauge because his team is so like all the time, and he's one of the major reasons why they go anywhere in the season. He is again. I would consider Sorokin the Islanders' best player.
Yeah.
And the majority of the reason that they make the playoffs at all. Like last year, his numbers were weird because he had like above 3 GAA or like around that, but his save percentage was still good. Goals saved above average, he was still like top 10 or top 15, whatever. So, but the reason I had Markstrom on my list too is he I think was top 5 in goals saved above average, and playing on a Calgary team that kind of just gave up the whole season and was significantly worse than in past years. And then now he's going to the Devils. I think we're going to see him actually flourish. The only thing is he is now like 34, 35, whatever he is. So I do hope that he carries that play into New Jersey because he's had some inconsistency issues himself. But yeah, I think Vasilevsky's had the most significant
Decline. Yeah.
Definitely in play. Omer still has him at a legacy 3.
Because I think he deserves that spot until he.
I think this is a bit of PTSD from Toronto, if I'm being honest.
Although we beat him.
It took a while.
Well, it took one series.
It took 7 years. How many times did you guys play Vasilevsky?
Twice.
4 times. In my head, it felt like 4. I don't know.
What, in the playoffs?
Yeah.
No, we had the 2023 series, which we won, and the 2022 series, which we lost.
Well, you didn't play Tampa before that?
No, it was Boston before that. Well, I mean, before that it was the all-Canadian division. We played Montreal.
True.
And then before that was Boston.
True. Swayman, the one thing about Swayman, too, we all have him in our top 10. He could be off our top 10 when he plays 60 games because we have no idea how he's going to play in that. Just based on skill level, I think we all have him at 10 or in the top 10 because of what we've seen from him so far in the 35, 40 games that he's played a year.
Well, last year he only played like 12.
Swayman?
Yeah. 12 to 15 games or something last year.
That's not true.
He didn't play much last year, I didn't think.
He did. He played 44. 12 is playoffs.
Oh, sorry, I looked at playoffs then. Okay, my bad.
Career 920 save percentage, which is elite. And yeah, but it's also going to be interesting to see because Boston as a team had a decline defensively, but they're also much lighter on their D-core in terms of personnel, and also their defensive forwards that used to exist are retired now. So we'll see if that has more of an effect on him. It didn't really have that much of an effect on him last year, so we'll see what that does for him. Allmark as well. We'll see what Ottawa does to him.
We'll see what Ottawa does to Allmark, yes.
I do think that he is the best goalie that they've had
since Dominic Hasek.
Yeah, honestly, yes. He's a better goalie skill-wise than Anderson, and I love Anderson.
I feel like Anderson was like... He was never, like, super high up in the rankings, but he was Mr. Consistent.
He was always solid, man.
Yeah, like, very rarely he played a game where I was like, he was the reason, like, he let in multiple bad goals. It was like, no, he got peppered with, like, 35 shots a game, and he would always make, like, 32.
I think for, like, 12 years, I would have had him in the top half of goalies.
Oh, easily.
Yeah. There's also...
He was just underrated, in my opinion.
Oh, 100%. He was, 100%. Yeah. I was doing a Sporkle, and it was, like, top 10 in Hart Trophy voting every year since, like, 2010, I think. And in one of his Colorado years, he was, like, 10. Which I didn't realize.
You know, he has the 4th highest playoff save percentage out of any goalie who's played, like, 30 games or more.
Shout out Craig Anderson.
Yeah.
Here, I have this at. Yeah. 4th all-time in playoff save percentage with a 929.
Very nice. Evan. Wait, Omer, we'll do your roster game first.
Sure. So, we have the roster game today brought to you by me. And I thought it would be fun because we haven't done this one yet. The 2008 2009,
Oh.
so the Stanley Cup winning Pittsburgh Penguins. Their first Stanley Cup within the Crosby era. So I want to see who remembers that roster because that was
Well,
was
you
a
just
doozy.
gave away one.
Yes. I'm not counting Crosby. No one can say it.
What? No.
Yeah.
That
No,
counts.
no, that's not
He's
going to be a
on the
guess.
team.
That's not going to be a
There's
guess.
two very obvious players. We could say both.
Sure. So let's just take Crosby, Malkin. You both said them. Done. Move on from them.
No,
Bro.
we're taking away part of the game.
No, we're not. Everyone knows Crosby, Malkin are on the team.
I didn't know Malcolm. was on this.
Okay. There's no need for you to waste time in guessing those players. Now move on from them.
Who goes first?
We're
Well,
gonna go.
I
We're gonna
said-
go.
I said
Sufi.
Crosby, so
Crosby, Malkin.
No,
so
no,
back
I haven't
to
gone.
Well, Crosby, Malkin are done. So we're assuming.
Malkin.
Okay, Sufi.
Brooks Orpik.
Okay. Yes, he's there.
Letang.
Yes.
I'm out. Marion Hossa.
No.
You're so dumb.
Why'd you guess Reynosa?
Oh, this is the one
This
that-
is the one where he
oh.
wasn't.
I literally thought of him already and was like, oh, no, that's...
He was the year before.
he
Yeah.
lost. I know everything.
Fleury.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, Fleury. So Sufi's at one strike.
That was a throw.
Game's the game, man. Pascal Dupuis.
Pascal Dupuis is there. Yes.
Jordan Stahl?
Yes.
Chris Kunitz. No, he was on Anaheim.
No, you're right.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, Chris
No,
Kunitz.
he didn't say it with
I
confidence.
said it with chest.
Okay, I'm gonna say wishy-washy, and I'm not gonna count it unless you say.
There are multiple here that you should still be able to get.
Ooh. I wonder if this guy was on the team. At this point, I'm just using my strikes. Game's the game. If I lose, it's not anything new.
Come on, Evan. You're running out of time now. Two.
Niskanen.
Pretty sure he's on Philly.
No, that was later.
That's strike. Oh wait, you both have one strike.
Yeah, Max Talbot.
Max Talbot. Correct. You're forgetting one very high-profile one.
What position?
He was a forward.
You could've made a
Specifically.
decision. What's his name?
Specifically, one
Don't give
who
hints.
would get into controversies
I have a guess.
Get into controversies.
because of his play style.
Oh.
Bro, you can't give that.
Matt Cook.
There you go. Well, that was annoying me. Why would you guys get Matt Cook? He's like one of the most famous players of that team.
Infamous.
You just gave him a
Infamous,
free
yeah.
one.
Killed
Give me a
my
free one
favorite
now.
player.
Fine, I'll give you one.
No, don't. I'm gonna guess Colby Armstrong.
I was gonna guess him.
I didn't know if he was in Pittsburgh at this point, so.
I feel like they would have talked about him winning a cup.
Yeah,
on
Kobe
June.
Armstrong is not on the team.
Yes.
I was about to give you a good hint of someone too.
No, don't give hints. It's fine. Now I can lose with dignity.
Someone.
Don't give
Actually,
him a
you
hint
know what?
on his turn,
No,
man.
not his turn. But I'll give this hint on your turn.
Someone.
So you know it's
Rob
something,
Scuderi.
I think that is correct. Yes, that's correct. Okay, Sufi, you see him still today, but he's not. He doesn't play today, but you see him somewhere else. On a very prolific way.
Oh, Kyle Dubas.
In a prolific way, you see him
That's
today.
his guess.
He's quite famous today as well, actually.
Okay, shut up.
Quite famous today?
Yeah. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Oh, Ryan Whitney.
Correct.
He wasn't
didn't
on
win
the
it.
team.
Oh, he was traded
He was
mid-year.
traded,
Yeah.
Oh.
This is just the
I was
team?
like, he must have got traded the year before.
Yeah. Whoa, who did he get traded for?
Kunitz.
Oh, true. Oh my God, yeah, that makes so much sense.
All right. You're forgetting a defenseman that played for your team.
Eh?
That played
Cody
for
Ceci.
my team?
Yeah, he's forgetting a defenseman that played for the Sens.
Was he there then?
Apparently.
What do you mean, was he there? I'm giving you the hint.
Is he Russian?
I'm not giving you any more hints.
Well, that's who came to mind.
Say who came to mind then.
Gonchar?
Yes.
No way.
Evan has gotten multiple hints.
I'll give you one more, Sufi.
I don't want hints.
He's
bro.
gonna be like, this guy
I want-
played
I want-
for Utah.
I want to be happy in life. Also, we're doing a top 10 stack game since we have time.
One of them also is similar to a fish.
That's not help. Anyways,
What?
I'm gonna guess.
Oh!
Fish? Apple gill? No.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Hal Gill. Correct.
Oh. I'm talking about something Bass.
Cody Bass? What? Was he even on that team?
No, I didn't. I was like, what's he?
Uh,
Steven Goldfish?
I was thinking Hal Gill the whole time, and I was like, I could not for the life of me remember him playing any other team in Montreal, and he played for like 7.
All right, so back to Evan.
Ryan Malone. I'm just trying to think of people from like Whitney stories on Chicklets.
Yeah, that's fair. You said Scuderi already.
Malone is not on there.
Robert Bertuzzo.
Robert
We
Bertuzzo.
lost together.
I'm just trying to end the game, bro.
Okay, that's 2 strikes each. You both have another
I have
one.
another.
One of these players was a very avid reader
Again,
and quite.
it's for
Actually, I think he was also pursuing his education in the off season at university.
Kyle Dubas.
Niedermeyer.
No,
Trottier.
Okay, well,
No.
Trottier.
Bill Guerin?
nope. Good guess though. He's on the team.
What? What do you mean he's on the team?
Bill Guerin is here.
What do you mean good guess? He's
Yeah,
on
but
the
you
team.
also guessed like 3 players.
You also guessed 3 players though. Yeah.
Oh, Bill Guerin. I guess.
Yeah. Where is he again? He was here. Just confirming that he is actually on the team and I wasn't being stupid. Yeah, he's here. Yep.
Okay, yeah, I guess Bill Guerin.
Sure, Bill Guerin. So you're out. You want to keep going? The player I was talking about?
No, Derek Englund. Is he on this team?
No.
Okay.
Okay, that's 3 strikes. So you guys missed. Someone did say Jordan Stahl, right?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
say,
okay.
just say all the team.
Evgeny Malkin, Jordan Stahl, Rob Scuderi, Brooks Orpik, Sidney Crosby, Peter Sikora, Matt Cook, Maxime Talbot, Chris Letang, Pascal Dupuis, Eric Godard, Mark Eaton, Tyler Kennedy, Rustan Fedotenko, Miroslav Satan,
Tinko.
Hal Gill, Fleury, Goligoski, Whitney, Gonchar, Philip Boucher, Mike Zigomanis, Chris Kunitz, Chris Menard, Danny Sabarin, Bill Guerin, Bill Thomas, Tim Wallace, Paul Bissonnette.
I literally thought about saying him, but I was
Another
like,
one. Yeah. Dustin Jeffrey. Craig Adams is the one I was giving you a hint for.
I had more of a chance of getting it.
Daryl Sidor, Jeff Taff, Jan Passanen, Luca Caputi, Matthew Garon, John Curry, Ben Lovejoy, Ryan Stone, Connor James.
Lovejoy was the one I was another mediocre defenseman I was thinking.
So that's your team, the 08-09 Stanley Cup winning Pittsburgh Penguins. Anyone who played a game for them that year?
Great. Stack game. We're gonna do top 10,
Okay.
and we're gonna do 5 strikes.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
That must be a
It's gonna
tough
take
one.
forever.
So don't deliberate too much. I will keep a tight clock. Top 10.
Craig Adams is from where?
Oh, he likes you.
Fam, bro.
Look,
It's
what
always
is
the ones
that?
have
He's from what? BN?
Yeah, what is that?
Rude.
Botswana?
I don't know what
Brunei.
Brunei Darussalam.
Oh my God, I actually got it.
Syria.
Did no one hear me say Brunei?
Brunei, yeah.
Damn.
I think you're lying.
Okay.
Well, I just heard BN and I said Brunei.
Alright, go ahead.
Top 10 in expected goals
Expected goals.
in last season.
Ovechkin's on there, I think. He had his dry spell in the first half, and
Are
I
we
think
working
he was.
together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not Ovechkin.
Okay.
Matthews.
I mean, he got his expected goals, I think.
Expected goals. It doesn't mean like.
No, but if they still
Yeah.
scored a lot, they were expected to
Yeah,
score
yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
Yeah,
Expected
okay.
goals.
So, yeah, sure, Matthews is probably on there.
Say it. To your boy.
Austin Matthews.
With 50.8. He's second.
Reinhardt.
You know,
Oh, Hyman.
Yeah, let's go Zach Hyman. Zach Hyman.
with 52.8. He's first.
Okay, if 1 and 2 we got. Reinhardt.
With 44.3.
Ooh.
He's third.
Oh! Yeah, there's a big drop off from.
McKinnon.
Yeah, McKinnon. Let's go McKinnon.
With 37.3.
Oh, no, he's not on there.
He's 15th.
Braden Point.
Second strike. He's 14th with 37.3 as
Kucherov,
well.
Stamkos,
Pasternak.
Pasternak, McDavid, Draisaitl. Fine, we'll go with your Pasternak.
With 37.5, he's 13th.
Oh my gosh, we're going 15 up. Imagine our 5 strikes are the 5 that are just off the list.
He was
Brady
there.
Kachuk.
Expected goals. He had a
Just
pretty bad
because he
season.
gets a ton of shots and they're all close. I'm not saying we definitely should. I'm saying Forsberg.
Nylander.
be Nylander.
I would say Nylander before I say Brady Kachuk, to be honest.
Okay, well, we should probably say McDavid or Draisaitl before we say them.
Okay, so which one do you want to say?
I don't know.
I mean, McDavid didn't have that many goals last season. He had the 100 assist thing. I think Draisaitl would be the one we go for over those two.
Do it.
Draisaitl. Oh boy.
With 30.8, 27.
Oh.
He had 30.8 expected goals and 41 goals.
What?
That's dumb.
Expected goals is like... So,
I know.
Draisaitl shoots from like pretty obscure locations. They're not supposed to go in, they just do.
You think Stamkos?
This is why we should say Brady Kachuk.
Fine. Brady Kachuk.
With 40.9, he's fifth.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
37 goals, 40.9. His theory is right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Should we say Panarin?
Kreider
How many did he get?
in the 40s.
And Panarin had how many? In 40s too, right?
Mhm.
I think one of those two could be on here.
Maybe both of them are on there.
Which one would you say?
Kreider, because he's more in front of the net.
Okay, Kreider.
With 38.8, he's ninth. He had 38.8 expected goals and 39 goals.
Should we say Panarin too or no? Panarin. Matthew
He's
Kachuk.
31st with 30.6.
Ooh.
Of your
JT Miller?
of the 10 left,
JT Miller? JT Miller?
of the
JT
ones
Miller?
left, you need 4, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Only 2 of them are 40 goal scorers. 2 guys have 20. One has 26. The other one has 29 goals, and then one is 30 on the dot. One of them you said I'll give it to you, Matthew Kachuk, 38.9. He was 8th.
I told you. You told me to guess.
He had 26 goals, but he had 38.9 expected.
Okay, so then should we go?
So you need
Should we go
4,
JT Miller?
4, 6, 9, and 10.
JT Miller.
He is not one of them.
Crosby?
He's
Crosby.
Miller was like 30 something. Yeah. Crosby is 6th,
Yeah.
40.5.
I cooked.
You
Yeah,
did
this is
cook.
all Evan so far.
I cooked like a roast dinner and you cooked water.
But you didn't say any of them. It's
You
not my
guys have
problem.
said 2 of them. One of them, you haven't said 7 at all.
Forsberg?
Forsberg's 10th, 38.8.
Also me.
48 goals, 38.8 expected. 9 you've said.
Is Stamkos on?
No.
Kucherov?
No.
Well, all your misses.
Kucherov 17, Stamkos 22.
That's close with Kucherov.
McDavid?
No.
Damn it, it wouldn't be there. Pedersen?
No.
Rantanen?
No. Rantanen.
Makar? Tage Thompson.
One of
I
them
don't
you
know.
said, like, and you were considering heavily, you just didn't say.
Nylander?
No.
We were
He
considering
plays on the
him-
same team as one of the guys you've said.
We were considering him heavily, and we didn't say him.
He plays on a team.
Eastern Conference. One's Eastern Conference, one's Western Conference.
Did we say number 7?
You guys haven't said him at all.
Philip
So
Hedl.
he's a Central Division.
Bedard, Kurashev, Athanasiou,
Central Division
Nick Foligno,
defensive forward.
Seth Jones,
Minnesota, you said Kaprizov.
Eric
right?
Sinek.
Yep.
Ah.
So, your list is as goes. Zach Hyman. Oh, you didn't guess 4 yet. My bad.
Or maybe we did.
No. Again, this guy was not talked about at all. He's Atlantic Division.
Atlantic.
Okay.
Tavares?
Yep.
Tavares.
Oh, that's pretty. Imagine he scored 40.
So
He had 40
He
expected
was
goals.
expected.
yeah, he's very around the net.
How does that make any sense for Tavares? Damn.
He shoots from like 2 feet out a lot now. So Hyman 52.5, Matthews 50.8, Reinhardt 44.3, Tavares 41.7, Kachuk 40.9, Crosby 40.5, Eriksson Ek 39.3, Matthew Kachuk 38.9, Kreider 38.8, Forsberg 38.8, and then Gensel was just off the list at 38.6, and Kaprizov was 12 with 38.6 as well.
So, what were the biggest discrepancies in like positive for them and negative on that list?
Positive was Kachuk, like Matthew. He had 26 goals.
No, I meant like that's a negative.
Like
Like he scored much less.
Matthews was huge. Matthews had 69 goals, 50.8 expected. But again, that's just because he has a good shot.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning into the episode. We hope you enjoyed as always because you all love our episodes. There's not a gun held to your head right now. But yeah, we really appreciate it. And if you want to share the podcast or check anything else out about us, you can find us on
Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Podcasts / music, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, SiriusXM. Watch us on YouTube. Check us out on TikTok, on Twitter, and on Instagram. And we'll see you next time.
At what?
At the Unfortunate Diehards.